Calling SCP Foundation staff. Calling SCP Foundation staff. We are attempting to go live. We are digifying through the YouTube space. We want to make sure that you're getting the signal. Make sure you are using your SCP Foundation approved, encrypted YouTube accounts. This message is for you, Steve. Don't use your normal account in day-to-day life. There's only so many amnestics to go around. And signal is looking strong. We are going live in 3, 2, 1. Hey there, Foundation staff. This is Agent TheeSherm, but you can call me Sherm. Welcome to another Anomalous Broadcast from Site-42. For anybody unfamiliar with our show, the rundown goes like this. 1. I read you an SCP document or tale, something from the wiki. B. I open up the floor to the community to discuss what we just read. We're often visited by SCP authors, staff, fans, and if we're lucky, the author of the article themselves shows up to share some insight. Remember that if you'd like to join the conversation yourself, I will be monitoring the YouTube chat in between chapters and answering questions, as will my guest if we had one tonight. Unfortunately, Darkstuff couldn't join us tonight. Also remember that if you enjoy the show, leave a like and a comment to let us know, subscribe and hit the bell, and if you really want to help us out, become a patron at patreon.com/site42. Today, Darkstuff is unable to join us. Although Western is in the chat. Hello, Western. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining us. Oh, we've got sirens. That's an exciting sound in this uncertain times. Okay, anyways. Today, although Darkstuff cannot be with us, we're doing another one of his tales, or SCPs. It's an explained, I guess. So we're doing another Darkstuff because we're keeping the intermission in the Wondertainment vibe. So today takes place in the What a Wonderful World canon, but it's not one of the Venda friends. Today is SCP-445-EX, which is titled, The Word of the Day is Hope. So let me check in the chat before we get started. I know Western said hi. Hexic, very glad you could make it to one of the streams tonight. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Why, Dr. Bright, thought it'd be a good idea to give SCP-96 implants. By the way, it did nothing and caused a containment. Bright. No, Bright. Stop, Bright. Please stop, Bright. Somebody please stop, Bright. Okay. Hello, everyone, to that one guard. I am glad we have a guard on the stream for 096, it turns out. So, we are going into SCP-445-EX today. The word of the day is hope. Item number, SCP-445-EX. Object class, explained. Containment procedures. No further containment procedures are necessary. Description. SCP-445-EX is a collection of Dr. Wondertainment, Group of Interest 386, brand origami kits, each labeled Dr. Wondertainment's Origami Origames. Inside each kit are 36 square pieces of construction paper of various colors, and a paper booklet that gives instructions on how to make several origami figures with the provided papers. Pouring salt over the paper will activate microscopic sensors calibrated to detect salt crystals, which in turn activate dielectric elastomers within the construction paper. The resulting effect is a minimal but thematically appropriate movement. For example, a crane made with this paper, following the instructions in the booklet exactly, will slowly flap its wings when introduced to salt. Due to the Dr. Wondertainment brand, SCP-445-EX were immediately confiscated from storefronts across the United States and given an SCP number and a Euclid object class. However, research quickly revealed that SCP-445-EX were, despite their seemingly anomalous effects, entirely mundane in nature. SCP-445-EX's effects were able to be reproduced using non-anomalous means. Further inquiry discovered that SCP-445-EX had arrived at storefronts in a non-anomalous fashion, against the usual operations of Group of Interest 386. Documents tracing the acquisition of SCP-445-EX determined that they were being manufactured at a Group of Interest 386 owned factory in Boston. Covert surveillance of the factory discovered no anomalous activity within, except for the presence of 2 workers matching the profiles for Wonderworld denizens. Said individuals, however, hid their anomalous nature from other mundane workers within the building. The Group of Interest 386 research and investigation team met on April 12, 2042 to discuss how to best proceed. Dr. Justine Everwood, the head of the team, suggested they call the help number on the back of the booklets. In the back of the booklets? On the back of the booklets. I'm going to have to ask Darkstuff if that's a typo or not. And ask directly about the product. Despite mixed feedback, it was agreed that the possibility of negative consequences was minimal. Calling the number yielded the following conversation. So now we have Addendum 445-EX, a phone call. Interviewer, May Waters, and interviewed, person of interest 445-EX-003, respondent. A moment to check in the chat and have a sip while we get ready for this phone call. Never read anything from that canon. So Vendafriend is from the same canon, I believe. I'm pretty sure. I can also look at it right here. It's listed on the thing. So yes, this is the What a Wonderful World hub. And part of What a Wonderful World is this item and a couple of things. An origin story. And the Holly era. And that includes Vendafriend series. Ooh, What a Wonderful World canon is vast. And it has some cool art on it. You should check it out. I think you should. It's current, by the way, 445-EX is currently at 111 positive. So if you're looking to upvote at the end of today, now you know where to go. Meanwhile, Dr. Bright, oh boy. Ghostly, hello, good to see you. My volume is low. Oh, that's not good. I wonder why. My volume is, can you guys hear me? Let me get closer to my microphone. I'm sorry if my volume was down for some unknown reason. Can you hear me now? I hope you can hear me. I also hope I didn't deafen you when I got closer to the microphone when you were not expecting it. Shit. I hope that fixed the volume problem. I've got my volume as maxed as I can here and through here. So hopefully that's doing its job. Let me make sure everything is aimed at me properly. Hope that fixed it. We're talking about information for the Pattern Screamers, 3390. Volume seems fine on Hexix level. That's good news. C-Jobs is here. Good to see you, buddy. And hello, Sharon. Nice of you to join us. And so with that, and hopefully the volume is okay, an interview. Oh, with a Bostonian accent. Oh, God. Can I do a Bostonian accent? I mean, I know you can park the car, but that's not... I can't... Can I talk like that? Crap. The only Boston I'm used to is Family Guy. Oh, Peter. Hi, Lois. Oh, this is... I'm so sorry for what's about to happen. After 2 rings, Unknown picks up the phone and speaks in a feminine voice with a Boston accent. Hello, this is Dr. Wondertainment's Origami Origames Help Hotline. How may I help you? Hello, this is May Waters, a record donor to the Sweets and Consumables Department in 2002. I'm wondering why this product lacks the same magic as your other products do. I buy from your company expecting a certain level of wonder and fantasy, and this recent product lacks that same spark as your other products do. A pause. That's a long story, really. I'm not equipped to answer that. Are you from... Sorry. Papers are being shuffled in the background. Does GOI 386 mean anything to you? GOI? Yes, group of... Well, if it doesn't, you don't know anything about it, then never mind. The product is... Having conferred with other present Group of Interest 386 research and intelligence members, Maywater proceeds. Yes, GOI 386 is Dr. Wondertainment. I'm asking on the behalf of the SCP Foundation. We mean you no harm. In fact, we are, pleased We are happy about this new development. We just want to know why. We want to know why. Respondent can be heard breathing more heavily. We've been expecting you to call. Sorry, I need to compose myself for a minute. Take your time. There is a full minute pause. In this time, Maywaters converses with other present personnel. The next voice is from another unknown party, this time in a soprano, breathy voice. Hello? Hello, to whom am I speaking? You are speaking to Holly Light, formerly Dr. Holly Light Wondertainment. Hello, Mrs. Waters. I'm good friends with your biggest fan. Fan? Do you mean Judy Papal? I do. She's making a better Wondertainment than I ever did. I'm very, very proud of her. I suppose you have a lot of questions, but every conversation worth having is worth having in person. Don't you agree, sweetie? What do you mean, in person? I mean, we should arrange a time and place to meet. I have a lot to tell you. Allow me a second to compose a plan. Take your time. May Waters takes 15 minutes to confer with the research and investigation team, who are at this point all present in an adjacent room and listening to the conversation. Are you still there? Haven't moved an inch. We know where your Origami's production plant is. Would it be possible to meet near there? Oh, Boston's a hop, skip, and a jump away. I'd be happy to. How about that new coffee shop that opened near the industrial district? I'm not sure it's wise to. Oh, I don't want you to have to try to hear me over the sounds of production. Trust me, other than being a bit tall, I'm not too strange to look at. Don't worry about the veil. If anything, you should notice that we're respecting it more and more. You should notice that we're respecting it more and more lately. A pause. Donnie's Coffee Roasters? That's the one. This coming Sunday at 3 p.m. Could you make that? Will anyone else be with you? No one. But you can bring as many as you'd like. Pause as Maywater receives instructions. We will be there. Thank you very much. Call back if you need anything, sweetie. This is my personal number. All right. Goodbye. Goodbye, and have a wonderful day. May Waters hangs up. Dr. Everwood volunteered to be the interviewer of Person of Interest 386 Prime 3. On April 20th, 2042, Dr. Everwood met Holly Light at Donnie's Coffee Roasters in Boston, Massachusetts. After introductions, Dr. Everwood placed a microphone on the table, and the following conversation was recorded. Addendum, Person of Interest 386 Prime 3 interview. Interviewer, Dr. Everwood. Interviewed, Person of Interest 386 Prime 3, Holly Light. And a breath to sip and check questions. So, I may be moving too far away from the microphone, and that may be making it quieter, and coming closer may have fixed it. I hear differences between it sounds fine, and people are listening on headphones. I really hope this is working, because on my end, the microphone says it's working, and so does the condenser. So, fingers crossed. And we are on. Oh, which is exactly what the interviewer says. Okay. And we're on. Oh, wait. Dr. Everwood is older. I read the end of this. And we are on. Exciting! I've never been interviewed outside of Wonderworld TM before. Exciting to interview you. Exciting to interview you. All right, then. I'm here to ask you, why make origami games without magic? I don't know why all my old people are English. This is the thing. Oh, well. What's this plan? What are you doing? It's for you, sweetie. We thought you'd like it. Oh, really? For us? Why for us? Oh, I admit, it wasn't my idea. But then again, that's why I stepped down, you see. Both Chester Williams and Cornelius Milnarcisic. Damn it. Both Chester Williams and Cornelius Milnarcisic died and had their successor written into their will. But I knew that I wasn't the best fit for the job. Holly sighs and stirs her coffee. The world doesn't want magic. What do you mean by that? Isn't it obvious, honey? You must know the people you work for, right? I only poke fun. But Wondertainment's main priority is to enrich the lives of children, and hopefully by extension, everyone. Pause. Both present sip their drinks. Did you know that birth rates have been falling? Yes, I'm aware. For decades. Everywhere. Do you know what that means, honey? People are losing hope. All around the world. It's becoming a scarce commodity. And that's why I knew I wasn't the one for the job. I was one of them. I'd lost hope. Without hope, the spirit dies. And without spirit, what drive is there to make people happy? It's there, but it's weak. It doesn't help you get up in the morning. It holds down your smile. I like my smile, too. You lost hope? What made you lose hope? Oh, many things. The earth cooks, the poor get poorer and the rich get richer. The people at the top don't care, and the people at the bottom lack the power to do anything. Famine and drought rates are rising. Natural disasters and weather patterns are becoming more severe. It feels like there are too many problems, and I'm just one woman. I'm an old woman, too. Maybe older than you would think by looking at me. 70-something? Oh, older than that, sweetie. I'm a natural-born Wonderworld TM citizen. One of the first, even. I was 44 when I gained the title of Dr. Wondertainment in 1999. I grew up during the later days of Chester Williams. He was just about to reach 100 in 1976, when he passed and Cornelius took his place. I lived through the Civil Rights era and the Vietnam War. I've lived through the nuclear scare through the nuclear scare under President Trump, the election of Bolsonaro. I've seen countless coups and I've seen the sinking of cities. The jingle of a door opening and closing can be heard in the background. Growing up in Wonderworld TM gives you a lot of things. It fills you with a sense of magic and wonder at everything on Earth and elsewhere. It tells you you can do anything you set your mind to, accomplish all of your dreams and more. Best yet, it tells you that you can make the world a better place just by being here and being yourself. What it doesn't do, it doesn't prepare you for when that doesn't happen. For when everything you've ever done amounts to the smallest possible blip on the radar. A tiny squiggle up on a graph that trends down. I'm sorry. Don't be. Take your time. There's a 15-second pause. The more hope you have, the more you have to lose. And the longer you will have it, and the longer you have it, the less you know how to live without it. But it still remains that without hope, the spirit dies. And hope was a scarce commodity. So I appointed Judy. Judy's such a sweetie, such a slice of pie.
she'd figured out something I hadn't. I still don't know where she gets it, but good Lord, I am so happy she has it. She still has hope. She has faith that we can make the world a better place. And even if I've lost that soul myself, it keeps me afloat just to see how much she has. Maybe it rubs off on me a little, because even when all I feel like doing is crying and giving up, Judy can make me smile. And even when I feel like everything is lost, she can convince me to go out and make friends out of enemies.
Holly sips her drink.
I still don't understand why. Why create a toy without properties? Why make something mundane? Dr. Wondertainment, the company, had been content to supply toys to the Wondrous community alone for a very long time. There came a point at which we realized that we couldn't keep doing what we were doing and also supply the normal kids with magic. We still gave it a shot every once in a while. I have it on good authority that you seem to find toys that have snuck through and into a child's lap every once in a while. Yes, we do. I like to believe that for every one you find, there are 5 or 10 that you don't. And those are the children that will know what magic is, how the world is filled with wonder. But for every 5 or 10 that do get an original Dr. Wondertainment brand toy, there are thousands, millions that don't. Children that don't ever learn that they can be surprised by the beauty of the world. That don't know what it's like to sit down and let their imagination take them everywhere and anywhere. Who don't know what it's like to truly have hope that something magical and miraculous will happen. Well, Judy thought, if we can't touch the hearts of every man, woman, and child, then what are we even doing here? What's our point? She said it less pessimistically, of course, the darling. But that was the idea. In the world's time of need, it's not enough that we give those gifted enough to be born with magic in their bodies more magic in their lives. Our truest dedication needs to be to those people who don't know magic, who don't know wonder, who don't know what it's like to be awestruck in the confines of their own room. Those people that have never believed in Santa Claus or the Tooth Fairy. Those are the people we need to touch. And those people don't get magical toys. Other people make sure that they don't. I'm so sorry. Don't be, please. Despite my disagreements with your organization, I'm of the belief that everyone is trying to do what they think is best. Sometimes it's hard to hold that belief, but I at least think it makes me happier to believe it. I understand that you believe that society crumbles without rules, and those include the rules of the universe. I know we seem to break them to you, sweetie. It's all right. I need you to know that I love you. What? I need you to know that because we started this project out of love for each and every human being. No matter their flaws, no matter who they are, no matter what they believe. And we need you to feel that love. Because that's the only way this will work. Because we need you to agree with us to set aside our differences. We made origami games to attract your attention. It's worked, clearly. But the next step is that you let us distribute our toys. Please. We promise we won't break the veil. Nothing anomalous in the non-anomalous community. We promise we will operate in plain sight. We'll leave a paper trail. We're a registered national company now. But we need your support, or we will fail. Please. Please.
There's a pause. The sound of a coffee grinder can be heard in the background.
I can contact my superiors and try to arrange a meeting. Are you sure they will listen to you, darling? To me? I can't promise anything yet, but yes. But yes, I'm almost certain they'll listen. They would love to hear that an anomalous company is going mundane. It would mean a lot to me. Yeah. Thank you ever so much. Thank you for meeting me here and listening to me. Thank you for giving me hope. Note: Dr. Everwood asked that the rest of the recording be cut. The SCP-445-EX research team deemed the information gleaned irrelevant, except for compiling further information on Person of Interest 386 Prime 3, which will be kept in their own file. As of June 18, 2042, the O5 Council has unanimously accepted Group of Interest 386's proposal for a peaceful relationship. The Group of Interest 386 research and investigation team is being moved to a location within Wonderworld. Group of Interest 386 has agreed to share openly with them all future Dr. Wondertainment market operations. Dr. Everwood has retired at age 56. Woo! Okay. That was something. That was a ride. I didn't realize that I'd be spending the back half of this recording as two different English women of varying old age. That was a fun Mrs. Doubtfire moment. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me check on the chat while this is happening. Going back. People plugged in. Don't let Bright near a Wondertainment toy. I agree. I'm going to move this closer just so you can hear me while I'm talking to the chat, because I have to talk to the chat over here. Old person. Every old person is English. Yes, Etoile, I believe you. Polish names. Yeah, damn Americans. Hello. Mikasa Jaeger, welcome. We just finished SCP-445-EX. Remember that if you enjoyed it, upvote it on the wiki itself if you're a member. I so want to hear You're a Wizard Harry in Holly Light's voice. All right, C-Jobs. Holy Light, Holy Light, Holy Light, Mrs. Doubtfire, Holy Light. You're a wizard, Harry. You're a wizard, Harry. I think that worked. Good times. Checking the chat. Chaos Insurgent Obsidian is sending a lot of things. They are looking pensively. They are questioning why Japan turned into anime land in some sort of attack. I don't know what Foundation or Chaos Insurgency related things you're talking about. Those operations are above my pay grade. Inhaling and exhaling, being pensive, some sort of milk. Oh my god. I pronounced it Twilight. Yes, I was the one idiot born in Florida where the population of Puerto Ricans and Cubans are, and I'm the one who took French. Like a dummy. It was not useful, but I get some benefits when I surprisingly have a French pronunciation once in a while. And then C-Jobs, if Wondertainment goes legit, that opens up the market to Dado. Oh, no. Oh, Dado, no. Dado, yes. Oh, God. That sounds amazing. So, before we roll out, since that was just a short reading, I'm going to go look over the description. Sorry, the discussion of this tale. Or this explained SCP. This is another Darkstuff one. He wrote this in the same canon. He suggested it since he was out of town. He says hi to everybody. He misses us. Busy week. So the reason I want to bring up the discussion is because I wanted to pose something to you about this article. This is something that comes up fairly often. Get his ass. Lol. Oh, C-Jobs, thank you for the tip. I appreciate it very much. We'll put that toward paying the editors and doing stuff like that. So yes, the thing I wanted to discuss with this article with you guys
is that as someone who has written articles for the wiki, a couple, I'm not prolific or anything, but when I read things on the wiki, I like to see things from the outside world brought in. I think the subject matter can be explored very well. And so what I'm talking about in this case is there's a couple comments who are worrying about politics and the real world being brought up. The mention of Trump, the mention of Bolsonaro, and how they like the story, but they don't really like the way that the politics and like the real world problems are being brought into it. Stuff like climate change, stuff like the droughts and the wars and the losing of hope. And you have to make your decisions on what you want to see in the stories you read in a subjective way. But I'm of the opinion that these things make the stories that we're doing just very interesting. Of course, we have the ability to write infinite stories, and that means that you're able to, like, you're not taking up a slot from something else to write this, so you're not taking away from anyone else's canon by writing this one. You're not taking away from someone else's story by inserting this kind of stuff, but exploring this kind of subject matter in relations to things like Dr. Wondertainment is really kind of cool to me. Because you see, like, how would this dour circumstance we're all going through? We are here in frickin' a plague with, if you're in America like me, crazy protests and, like, rioting police officers, and it's nuts. And it's just a matter of, yeah, I can see how Holly Light got disheartened. I can see how messed up this is for someone whose entire job is to bring joy into the world. That's what all I am is a theater school dropout. All I do here is try and bring a little joy in the world once in a while and put on some art. But like, you see someone who actually has magic powers being like, man, this too dark. It's depressing. And I'm like, I get that. I feel that. And you just got to find another way to press on, to find hope, stuff like that. And so this article in particular, because it's done like that, really spoke to me anyways. I definitely upvoted it. So it's one that I'm a fan of. And so I... Mother Lord, why? So the chat is, oh Lord, Sherman's talking about all this smart stuff, and we're all in the chat talking about gamer milk. What the hell are you guys doing? So yes, as a final note, if you did not know, Site-42, God help us, has a TikTok now. Because I decided that it would be easier to put short form memes and joke videos onto that platform rather than clogging up the YouTube channel and hurting the YouTube algorithm with that. Because YouTube likes 10-minute videos, and so TikTok would not be... short jokes wouldn't be conducive to that. But they are conducive to YouTube. Chat, you do not have to apologize for memeing. You never have to apologize for memeing when it's the appropriate time to meme, which is definitely now the appropriate time to meme. Sometimes there are inappropriate times to meme. Sometimes it's a serious business talk. This is not a serious business talk. Go ahead and meme. So anyways, yes, so if you're interested in following the Site-42 TikTok, then you can do that. I've got some jokes and memes on there, and we're goofing around. The YouTube channel is going well. Any other updates? I can tell you that we have 2 video editors now. I used to edit and record and do all the things, but I'm starting to spread out the work, which means I really hope we get more patrons because we could use more people. But I have Synthetic Alien from his YouTube channel. He's doing our video editing for the live action videos, and he's always done those. I started those with him, and those are just a way excellent format of doing SCP readings on camera. That's actually why I'm dressed as an agent today, because this is my agent costume. And then, what's the phrase I'm looking for? We also have a second guy, Charles, who is starting to do the regular SCP readings that I do on Tuesdays, the audio only. And he's going to be editing those, and these will give me more time to work on other content. So I'm hoping with these two editors, I can make longer videos with more sound effects and cool things, because I can make the videos recordings and then they can edit them and split up the work. So we're excited. We'll see some new things. Yes, and C-Jops. You could have opened a second YouTube channel. I don't like TikToks. Well, I'll give you this. I'm thinking about doing compilation videos like you see for Vines and TikToks. Once I get like 20 good ones, I'll make one compilation video. And that'll be something that you can watch and not have to deal with downloading the app that harvests all your data, because you don't want to give your data away. Be safe with information security. I'm only doing it because I'm on YouTube. All my information's out there anyways. So, that is the end of our stream today. We read the story. We discussed the philosophy. We talked about the channel updates. I hope you guys had a good time. I hope you enjoyed the story. I hope you learned something. Make sure you upvote the story on the wiki, SCP-445-EX, if you enjoyed it. Make sure that you like this video if you enjoyed it, and share and spread the channel and Patreon and all those things to help us make bigger and better things in the future. This is at 5403 TikTok. If I can think of a concept, then I will. And if you think of a concept, shoot it to me and I'll make the meme. Because right now I don't have any ideas for that one yet. But if you got one, I'm willing to listen. Until then, hope you guys had fun. Do all the YouTube things. And I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.